Hello, this is the Aoi, and welcome back to Jade, Part 3. So this morning, following my suggestion, we reached an agreement. Fine, I promise. No, you have to say it out loud. I won't use my semblance on my teammates without asking first. Much appreciated, Evelyn. She sighs loudly, like she has just given up something really important to her or a source of great amusement. Things you do for your teammates. So now that we're all at ease with each other, the exam is 2 days from now, right? Indeed, which means I should go down to Vale and pick up the materials Ruby will need for your weapon, right, Noah? Then I can show Noah around. I'm from Mistral, but it's not the first time I've been in Beacon or Vale, so I can give him the lay of the land. I don't know. Come on, Penny. She promised to be good. No, and we should at least try trusting her if we're going to be stuck together during the exam. Examine more. Promise to scream for help if something happens. We'll keep the open spaces with a lot of people. And I'll write her name in blood on the asphalt if she hurts me. Penny, we're just joking. Yeah, it's not like you have time to. I slap one of my hands over Evelyn's face and give her a small glare as if to say shush. Okay, you can go. Penny stood from the table as she said that. I blink as I realize she hasn't had breakfast. Penny, what about your breakfast? Oh, don't worry. I will eat something in town. It's just that I want to be at the park shop at opening hour, and I'll have to go to Ruby first and ask her what she needs. So, I see. Try and drink some water for the hiccups first, at least. I will. I'll see you later, then. If you heard that gap, that's her hiccups. Damn, I hope her hiccups aren't like mine and it takes forever to... Ew! You licked me? You're keeping a hand over my mouth. You licked my hand. And it was delicious. I suddenly want Penny to come back. Well then, what do you want to see first? I guess I should familiarize myself with the school, but what about we finish breakfast first? Let's go then. Pick a place and I'll show you around. First off, classroom. Here's the classroom. We're going to be spending a lot of time in here. Considering I know next to nothing about Remnant, that's a safe assumption. What do you mean you know nothing about Remnant? Crap. Forgot we hadn't told Evelyn about my situation yet. Then again, since we're going to have to be teammates... Oh, screw it. It's not like she'll think I'm weird. See, the truth is... Removing exposition... And that's the gist of it. You don't remember anything except your name. And enough to function as a normal member of society, but nothing about Remnant. Why is she staring at me so intensely? Evelyn. It's nothing. Anyway, you should probably try not to skip any lessons if your brain's that empty. Hey, it's not empty. It's just ill-informed. Still, fighting's the main skill of the hunter, but without learning about the job in Remnant, you're going to have a lot of trouble in the field. Or in social interactions, imagine the level of conversation you can hold with someone who doesn't even know what the hell you're talking about. For example, yesterday, Penny couldn't finish telling me about the grip. I see. Well, want Evelyn Sensei to teach you about it? Please. Rims are pretty much the natural enemy of humanity. Remnant doesn't have a lot of recorded history, but it seems like as long as humans have existed, so have the Grimm. They have few distinguishable traits. One, they're made of shadows with red eyes, and a bone mass. 2, they only attack human unless provoked. 3, they literally don't have a soul, so they can't use aura. Yep. So far, there's never been a record of something non-living or artificially generated aura. They're still extremely tough customers, though hence why hunters need to be the toughest mofos alive. Is that so? I laugh nervously. Guys, I'm not exactly feeling confident. Oh, come on. Have some faith in yourself. I bet that in a few weeks you're going to be kicking ass with the festival. Maybe in the first year. Well, let's go. Wait. Before that. Evelyn suddenly raises the rim of her top hat. And sticks her left hand in it. When she pulls it out again, she's handing me an electronic device, identical to the one I've seen people use in Vale and Beacon. This is a scroll. I think it'll be a big help to keep track of all the new stuff. You can call it an encyclopedia with a click. For those of you that don't know, in Ruby's universe, a scroll is basically a smartphone. That's very weird. It has holographic technology, but it also can keep track of your vitals, apparently, and also many other things. But also a few things. Why did she keep that in our top hat? That's question 1. 2. What? Oh yeah. Also, I should also mention that there is a not safe. I don't know what that one is, but if you see the R18 one, there is some adult content, but I turned that off. Well, actually, it starts off unless you turn it on, but you also need to download some DLC stuff on the side, get it into the game file, be able to access it anyway, which I haven't installed any of that here. I installed it on my other computer so I can enjoy that, and also you would also receive, there's also another thing, which there is a light novel, adult smut light novel, like the ones that Blake reads, that you see Blake read in Volume 1. But anyway, that's basically what it is. You get messages, you get my stats. But anyway, is this your scroll? Nah, I got mine in my pocket. This is a spare one I found. Do you always carry around spare scrolls in your top hat? Nope. So count yourself lucky. If you ever need to access your notes, you just have to tap the icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Except the amphitheater. This is where me and Penny trained yesterday. From what I hear, it's one of the 2 most popular training spots of the school. Not a lot of places where you can go out and you get plenty of room, plenty of open space makes sense. Ideal if you want to train with someone. If you want to manage to find it empty, that is. But this place is so big. It's only sparred with Penny, so don't know what about between hunters or against friends you hope to go. Yes, but still, this is a school. How instructors get a training match in the first year could possibly be? Turn around towards the source of the noise. 2 students, both girls, One has a wild mane of long blonde hair and wears gauntlets from which ejects explosive projectiles. The other is red hair of similar length, tied in a high ponytail, and with a shield and a spear like they're made of cardboard. Yang and Kira. They're moving around the amphitheater in what can only be defined as a waltz of violence. They don't seem that aware of their surroundings, unless it gives them a strategic advantage. Exit left. Right behind you. That was something. My hair looks fucking weird. And that's all. This feels like a wasted deviation. Learning where to get food is never wasted time. But we did here this morning. What else can I do here other than eat? Earn some money, bucko. Excuse me. I don't know if you will have to pay tuition, since it seems like the headmaster has particular interest in you, but you still need to repay Ruby for your weapon, right? And I bet you want to repay Penny too somehow. Kind of. She said she just wanted a friend, but a good friend wouldn't let another friend's favor go unreturned. So, to be a good friend, I must repay her and maybe buy her a meal. Students can earn some granola by working in the kitchen, so get paid and you can even work on your cooking skills. Good to know. I guess this wasn't a wasted deviation after all. Well, let's wait. Once again, Evelyn thrusts her hand up her hat, collects something out of it. A small plastic card, no bigger than my thumb's my thumb's fingernail. Plastic card that's no bigger. I'm guessing that means a chip. How much stuff does she have in that hat? In that thing? What's this? It's a digital wallet. You need somewhere to stash your money, no? I hope to dear God she didn't just find this lying around. And it says $50. Well, let's go now. Evelyn readjusted her hat on her head and here to leave one of her ears hanging out. Can I ask you something? Sure, shoot. Isn't it uncomfortable to wear those ears while also wearing a top hat? Where? My ears? Again, keep in mind, I have no memories of Remnant. My character has no memories of Remnant, so he's not aware of fondness. And again, I would like to bring up the whole fondness debate again. Humanity is rather fickle, because again, you don't blame a whole race. You blame the actions of individuals. That should make things simpler, but they make it more complicated by blaming a race. Yeah. Oh my god. You think these are fake? What do you mean I think? No, she can't be. She can't be serious. You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Come here. She comes closer, grabs on my right hand, and slowly brings it to her exposed ear. Oh my god. As my fingers come in contact with it, it feels like real fur. It's so soft, velvety, and warm too, like a living thing. Oh god, I just felt a twitch. See? Incredible. I keep running my fingers on the edges and gently trace the leather-like skin on the inside. It's actually reminiscent of the feeling of a rabbit's ear. That's enough. No. I find myself bringing also my left hand to the exact appendage, rubbing my left palm on the furry side to caress it softly. Hey, knock it off. My brain is slowly descending to the spot where the ear meets the scalp. Remembering that I said knock it off. Sort of like when you see a dog girl or a cat girl, you just can't help but feel her ears. Everyone remember Inuyasha, Kagome's first reaction when seeing Inuyasha for the first time. You just can't help but feel the ears. I start and stumble as I'm gently shoved in the chest. Evelyn jumps back and brings her hands to her ear as if trying to hide it from me. Her face is scarlet as she looks back at me and she's breathing more heavily than before. What's the big idea? Playing with someone's ears like that. Oh, right, I bet those are pretty sensitive. Sorry, got carried away by the novelty and the softness and... My ears are awesome, I know, but try not to get so carried away next time, especially in public. Yeah, there's hardly anyone in the mess hall at this time, but those who are in here are staring at us. I will, sorry. Good. Let's go then. Hey, what the hell does she mean by next time? Next will be Osmond. Good morning, Mr. Cabbies. Evelyn. Hey, Headmaster. The headmaster's office doesn't look too different from the previous day, except for the lack of assistant and general. Also, I just realized he also carries around some kind of cup. I wonder if it's tea or coffee he's drinking. Anything I can do for you? Not right now, Headmaster. Evelyn's just showing me around the school. Wanted to become better acquainted with my teammates and stuff. That is a commendable idea, especially considering that there will probably be all that's between me and death or expulsion during the exam. And speaking of teammates, Headmaster, is there going to be a fourth person joining us? Our apartment has 4 beds. Yes. Hopefully before the exam. Sadly, certain circumstances have come up. She'll join the 3 of you on the day of the exam. So it's another girl. Too bad. Wanted to observe her a bit before the exam. Evelyn, no. Just a little bit. She won't even notice. You promise not to. To my teammates. But upon just meeting her, she won't be my teammate yet. I just had to do it before we say words to each other. Oh, believe me, there will be words if you act that way. The way you acted with me to someone not half asleep. It's wonderful to see you're already getting along. One of the most important bonds you make at Academy is the one with your teammates. All hunters and huntresses remain tied to their teammates in one way or another after graduation. Huh? Told you we'll be stuck together a lot longer than just the exam. Hunters and huntresses are supposed to become paragons of strength. Staunch pillars of support for remnant, able to stand alone against the tide of darkness. But it's only when they come together that they can overcome the greatest adversities. I guess that's going to double for simple students. Precisely. Naturally. Thanks for the pep talk, Headmaster. Come on, Noah. We got a lot more of the school to see. If you ever need advice, my door is always open. Thank you, Headmaster. I just realized. He expects me to become a hunter, doesn't he? So, got the path back to the dorm memorized? I think, yeah. This is just the first year's dorm, right? Right. What about the other years? Where are they indeed? Wait. You mean you don't know? To be honest, I don't think I've seen any that isn't of the first year. And 3 or 4 second ones and 4 second year ones. But this academy has a 4-year curriculum, right? Yeah, but I've never ever seen 3rd or 4th year students around here. That sounds very unlikely, almost impossible. This academy is supposed to be a house of what amounts to pretty much a small army. How can you just not meet senior students? Oh, there's a little pop-up sooner or later. And if you befriend any students, you can come visit them here. I'll keep that in mind. Let's continue the tour then. Well, that's enough showing you around the school for now. Let's hit the town. It's almost lunchtime though. My treat. Oh, come on. I don't want to end up indebted to the whole school. This is the main street. It runs all the way from the north end to the south end of Vale City. There are a lot of shops. If you need to buy anything common, or just want to grab a bite to eat, Main Street is a place for you. More specialized shops are scattered through the city instead. To find them, you need to know where to look. There are also Market Street, but right now it's closed because of renovations. Yeah, sorry. Probably redoing the pavement and substituting broken glass. I'm so sorry. Still, Main Street is the best place for small shopping and to go on dates. If I ever find anyone wanting to go on one, sure. Oh, come on, you're not that socially awkward. I could be. Maybe I just forgot. Well, so far you're not giving me that vibe, and you're attractive enough. Are you always this blunt? Nah, just when I can mess with people's heads. Considering me messed with. Roger, let's continue the tour now. If you're starting to become a hunter, this is one place you gotta know your way to. After a brief walk with Bill, Evelyn has brought me to a shop with various arrays of different colored and sized crystals in its windows display. Some are as big as my fist, some are as small as my thumb, others in the shape of bullets. From dusk till dawn. Vale's oldest dust shop and the only one that was allowed to keep its name after the SNE merger, currently finishing renovations. Dust? Lucy mentioned it yesterday while we were talking about weapons. But what's a SNE? That's 2 questions. What do you want me to talk about first? Well, I mentioned a merger. What do you think that is? A merger is when 2 businesses become one, right? So it's not SNE, but the SNE company. Biggest dust traders in all of Atlas, and one of the most powerful organizations in Remnant. They own close to 75% of all operations concerning dust and remnant. Exactly extraction, refining, wholesale, retail. You got it all. It's a family business, and the second generation came to power, they got into R&D too. They sound important and powerful, but their business practices are not all exactly ethical. Typical, power corrupts, and money is very powerful. So I guess it's fair not to cross them. That's the most sensible thing to do, yeah. I'll like to cross them as much as I can. I should be surprised, but I'm not. Maybe, though, it's related to something more than Evelyn's eccentricities. Moving on, can you tell me more about dust? Ruby said that it was some kind of powder imbued with the power of the elements used to power up weapons. Yes and no. Dust is a mineral only found in powdered form in the wild and contains the power of one of the 4 four elements: fire, water, lightning, wind. But it's not just to power weapons. Also, remnant technology is based on dust. In one way or the other, the most common way to use it to fight is bullets and crystals. You can also weave your clothes with dust, but that was more common in the olden days. That sounds very versatile and cool, and very important. Hunters can do some pretty cool stuff with just aura and semblance, but how will you use those in dust both that sets you high above the rest? My nose is getting clogged up. Also gives normal people a fighting chance. Not everyone is a student at a combat academy, but almost anyone can learn how to fire a gun. Thanks for the information, Evelyn. You're welcome. Oh. While we were talking, an old man has gone out of the shop and is now sticking a flyer to the side of the door. Once that's over and done with, he opens the door of the shop and steps back inside. Upon a closer look, reveals that it's offering a part-time position at the shop. Well, look at that. We found you another prospective job. Do you think I could work here? But I don't know anything about using or handling dust. The flyer says no previous experience required, so the old man is probably willing to teach you about dust. That actually makes sense. I'll definitely keep this place in mind once it opens. And there's Weiss. My custom order should have arrived. In the last place. There doesn't seem to be much in this side street. It does remind me of the one with the dumpster where I hid while waiting for Penny, though. Keep it in mind anyway. This, my friend, is a shortcut to one of the must-know places in Vale. And that would be... You're still not ready to know. Way too green. I can tell you that it only opens at night. So she just brought me here to dangle a dang carrot in front of my face. Jeez. Speaking of carrots. So I didn't get a chance to ask before, but what's the deal with the ears? Well, I thought it was obvious. They're cute, soft, and make me adorable. Okay, I got that, but what I mean is, why do you have them? Because I'm a faunist, duh. Evelyn. You should have at least begged me a little. Why does she want me to beg her all of a sudden? Faunists are just like humans, except they have some animal-related traits. Some have ears, some have claws, some have tails. Every single one of them can see in the dark. Haven't seen many around though. Well, you haven't been in Vale that long, and Beacon is almost empty right now, remember? Faunists are not as numerous as humans, and most of them try to keep themselves scarce. A lot still prefer to live outside of the Four Kingdoms, in the middle of grim country. Why is that? Racial tensions, just like that. The last big international incident we had on Remnant was about a bunch of bigwigs gathering up all Fauny and putting us on a fish-shaped island out of sight, out of mind. That? You're actually serious? Yep. This island is called Menagerie, too. It was supposed to be a gift after the Great War, but not everyone fell for it. To be fair, Vale is actually almost completely integrated nowadays, but that's not the norm. And there's the whole thing with the Snee Company. That's a dick move if I ever heard of one. But why? I mean, are faunas dangerous or something? No more than humans nowadays. When it was all rocks and blood gloves, we might have had a slight advantage, but then why? fun story, and we have a tour to get back to, make a note in your scroll about it. Cute bunny owes me a history lesson. You're actually making a note about it? Sounds important. What a good student. Teacher Evelyn is pleased. Glad you are. And Blake. That's pretty much for now. But as you keep meeting people and doing stuff, you'll probably discover new places on your way, on your own. Almost done now. Want to do anything before going back to the beacon? Going back to beacon? Oh, there's one thing. What did you say the name of this flavor was? Neapolitan. A delicious patchwork of strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate for the price of one flavor. Actually, one of my favorite ice cream flavors is Neapolitan. So, it's Neapolitan ice cream. I don't know why some people don't like it. I enjoy it, but this is good indeed. I wonder if I ever tried this before but only forgotten about it. I just had a fun thought. What is it? This is actually making me hungry for an ice cream right now. I'll get one after I finish this. If I already tried this but forgotten about it, I'm the only person alive who experienced eating Neapolitan ice cream for the first time twice. So unfair. Also, you're already able to joke about it after 2 days. Guess Penny finding me right off the bat dulled the shock. And you've been kind of helpful too. Only kind of? Okay, maybe a little more. I'm not going to add lick sounds. Damn right. Speaking of Penny, I wonder where she is. She's probably helping Ruby with your weapon. Oh right. I wonder how that's going. Ugh. I can't believe I stayed up all night and all day working on this. But the idea just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. Also, I want to ask you guys out there, see if you can. I want to see if this can be achieved. If this can be achieved. I want to see if any of you can make a either cosplay replica or something of the weapon or one of the outfits my character wears in Ruby. If you do that, just send me, if you finish, I'll send you my address so you can send it to me, and I'll either wear it or put it on my wall or just show it off. I'll like to see if you guys can achieve this. Thank God I saw on one design when Penny came by and asked me about the materials. I managed to sneak in a break while she went to town. Why am I doing this to myself? Ruby Rose, you should have just said no. Or you could have taken it easier. You didn't need this thing until Sunday. There's Yang. Phew. Hey Ruby, still working on that thing? Hey Yang. Yes I am. Like a moron. I'm almost done though. Our little pushover. Is it at least a good one? Of course it's a good one. I'm me, remember? And you're severely sleep deprived. You sure this thing isn't going to blow up in some poor guy's face? Of course not. Well, 90% no. I see. Wow. Yang, let me down. Only on your bed, you damn whiz kid. Get some rest and then we finish working on that weapon, okay? For the sake of both the user and keeping your record clean of accidental manslaughter. Well, look at Miss Property Damage preaching. That's different. I was in total control of my mental faculties when I trashed that club. Here, stop being proud of criminal charges. You know the trailer. When you stop being stubborn and get some sleep, Cheater, blackmailer. I bet Penny doesn't have to put up with this kind of stuff. People forcing her to be a responsible sleeper. So you are positive you won't blow your cover or expose yourself? Yes, sir. I can probably simulate sleep, and eating won't be a problem either, right? Husband is now convinced you have special needs because of health issues, yes? Wonderful. I still think this is an unnecessary risk, Penny. Sir, I'm here to test myself as a fighter, but I think this is also a good occasion to test my level of integrating with people. You developed the Atletian Knights 200 miles to look more like humans and to act more human-like, to give people a greater sense of security. We both know how important it is. And Beacon is a more controlled environment than Vale City, as the headmaster said. I guess I'll have to live with that amount of risk, will I? Yes. My assertions convinced them. What I'm wondering is if you're taking that risk into account yourself, Penny. What do you mean, sir? I've been on many battlefields, Penny, both with and without weapons, and I've learned one lesson above all. People can be unexpectedly cruel to those who are different. Point to the furnace, everyone. My files are corroborating that, yes. We had a war because some of us wanted to suppress individuality, another because some thought of those with animal traits as lower than even animals and unnatural. I added, and I'm afraid of how they would treat someone who wasn't born and yet lives. Like, my character wasn't born yet lives. And I guess that's sort of the case for those of us who are operated out of our mothers in the first place, but anyway. I respect your courage, Penny. I just hope you won't have to see the ugly side of people anytime soon. I will be careful. They will never find out. They won't. Back safe and sound with all your blood inside your body. No mysterious writing splatter over random walls on the city today, no sir. And all in all, I have to admit I had fun exploring with Evelyn. She's fun, full of energy, and surprisingly knowledgeable. Granted, anyone looks knowledgeable compared to me, but she's much smarter than what she may appear at first glance. So, want to go see what Penny's been up to? Sounds good. As I look towards the school, my sight falls upon a figure in a cloak standing in front of the main building gate. She's petite, holding a briefcase in her hands. She raises her head as I lay eyes on her, and she flushes. Eyes wide as I see her rushing at breakneck speed in our direction. Evelyn, watch out. What? On instinct, I grabbed on Evelyn's right shoulder and pushed her out of the way as the red shape comes barreling our way. The body freezes and hold my arms crossed and X in front of my body, ready to protect myself from a blow. But the blow never comes. Never. Instead, what I get is the briefcase thrust in front of my body as if being presented with it. Hey, what's the big idea? Evelyn gets up off the ground and does off her clothes as she takes in the situation. What did you throw me? No. Why were you running at us like that, dude? I think it's a girl, Evelyn. The figure just keeps panting out of breath. I wish she would lower that briefcase already so I could see. Wait, a red hood. Ruby? Never, ever do something like this to me again. Oof. She suddenly shoves the briefcase in my arms and lets go. As I take a better look at her, I realize her hair is a mess and she looks like she really needs a shower and a few hours of sleep. All-nighters I can handle, but your juicy ideas kept me up all day too. I barely ate or went to the bathroom, and Yang treated me like a baby. Well, if you were forgetting about eating or getting any rest, that's probably a little warranted. She put me up over her shoulder like a sack of red potatoes and used common sense on me. Common sense. So, what do you mean? Oh, right, you don't know Yang. Oh, suffice to say, I felt dumb and helpless and just a little bit grateful because I really need my sleep, but still. Okay, I got it. I won't ask you to build me a weapon ever again. Although technically it was Penny who asked, but I'm the direct beneficiary here. Good. Now are you going to gaze upon its perfection? Her gaze falls on the briefcase in mine and Evelyn's follows suit. My weapon is complete. You completed it in less than 24 hours? Yeah, I'm awesome. Open it. I want to see your face. Here I go then. I feel my heart pulsating in my chest. An excitement I can't really explain permeating me as my hands go to the briefcase metallic glass after placing it on a nearby bench. And again, I want to see someone attempting to make a cosplay of this and send it to me. I want to see if you can achieve it. Oh yeah, by the way, in the palms there'll be something like an Iron Man repulsor looking thing. Once I pop open the latch, the briefcase opens easily, unveiling its contents in an artificial light of a lamppost. The inside of the briefcase is covered in red fabric, and inside are twin gauntlets of silver and blue. One with a long loop made of silver metal wrapped around the midsection. This is beautiful, incredible, awesome, terrific. All that and the above. How does it work? I'm glad you asked. Important things first. Use dust, grab a crystal and crush it with your grip. Have to what? Before you can do that like breathing, silly. Alright. So I crush it in my grip. Yes. If you crush it with the right gauntlet while the whip is still wrapped around it, or if you just grab the stalk. After doing it, it becomes charged with the crystal's energy for a short period of time. So you get Ice Whip, Fire Whip, Shadow Whip, and so on. Nice. I can imagine Shadow Whip being gravity. I can already picture the image in my head vividly and in detail. Whip slashing an enemy repeatedly dozens of times in rapid succession. Each small injury catching fire or freezing a part of his body. A little too maybe. What the hell was that? Otherwise, the charge stays in the gauntlet until you transfer it to the whip or wham! You can shoot it out. How can you shoot something out of the gauntlet? From the palms, look. Ruby grabs the right gauntlet and turns it on his back, exposing a metallic circle on the palm. From here, you just need to quickly snap your fingers open. If you do it with the left gauntlet, you get rapid fire machine gun. So basically, this one shoots out like a freaking assault rifle. This one, basically repulsor blast. From here, you just need to quickly snap. From here, you get a rapid fire machine gun. If you do it with the right, you charge and shoot one big projectile. Boom. I guess you have to practice aiming. So it's not your conventional gun, but no weapon of mine will lack a gun mode. Oh, I see. Dan, you really thought this through. Of course I did. Well, after I slept some. Good. All that's needed now is a name that I already thought of. Should he be the one to name it, since he's going to be using it? My baby, my name. Penny Sackett. So Noah is the one that followed the concept. I'm the one who carried it to the term. Water does not keep me hydrated at all, so I don't know why I'm drinking it. Alright. So let's share different. What's the name you thought of? I took a page out of the old school book for this one. Noah, may I introduce you to Jenny Kloschros. Jenny Kloschros. Why does the name Kloschros sound familiar? I'm thinking of one of the things from Persona 5. There's a thing called Kloschros. I try to remember what it is. I don't remember. Old school, you went ancient vernacular. No one asked your opinion, Cottontail. Oh, had it been that my tail was ripped off a long time ago. But what? She's just joking, Ruby. Also, I have the feeling that they ruined what was supposed to be a cool moment. Well, thanks, Ruby. I love it. Now, be sure to repay you. What? You're not going to try it? We're kind of in the middle of the school courtyard, and I wanted to show it to Penny first, actually. Yeah, I don't think she'll like it when you start swinging around that thing without her supervision. Then let's go show her. Then tomorrow we can go try it out all together. If you think I'm not going to be there for my baby's first day of school, you got another thing coming. My ears. Well, in here I thought I was obsessed with that stuff. Good stuff or bad stuff? Yes. That wasn't an answer. Hey Penny, we're back. Welcome back, Noah. Evelyn. Did I just imagine that, or did she look troubled there for a moment? And Ruby, I finished it. Finished it? You mean Noah's weapon? In record time, with only slight forgetfulness about my well-being. You stayed up almost 24 hours straight. Oh, you have no idea what I did when I first started working on my Crescent Rose. Oh, Ruby, I'm so sorry. It's alright. I liked working on it. And I got to see a new side of Penny. A new side? I didn't think you had it in you to trick people. What? She tricked you? I know, right? I mean, I don't know Penny very, very, very well, but she doesn't give the impression of being shrewd, you know? I didn't imagine it then. There's something bothering Penny, and whatever it is, this current line of discussion is making her more uncomfortable. Alright, Noah. Time to be a distraction. Ow! God, that hurt. Thank goodness my aura is already healing it, but damn it, this briefcase is heavier than it looks. Ow, right on the foot. The little toe. Evelyn inhaled sharply through her teeth as I say that. Well, it's not exactly the little toe, to tell the truth, but it is certainly more distracting to say so. My hobbling as I sit on the bed is totally real, though. Noah, are you injured? It's nothing too bad. The pain's already fading, or we'll take care of it, right? Jeez, you're so clumsy. You could have seriously hurt my baby, you know. I'm not clumsy. I was just distracted. The thing dropped out of your grip while you were standing. That's beyond simple distraction. She's right. One would think you did it on purpose, you know. I doubt you think you could find a reason for anyone to do that. Well, I'm sure I can that given a few hours I most certainly could. Right off the top of my head, I'm thinking of Magic's tendencies and hold that thought. Thank you. Not into S&M. What's S&M? Glad you asked. Want to talk about it while I walk you back to your room? What? Hey! What was that all about? I think Evelyn also noticed that you hurt yourself on purpose because of me, and she wanted to give us some space. That's stupid. Why would I do that? Because you noticed I was getting increasingly uncomfortable as they talked about me. I guess I only fooled Ruby there, huh? Well, it's fine. I figured that whatever was troubling you was getting worse by them joking like that. I don't think they noticed. You were the first in the room and the only one to see my expressions. You probably just thought I didn't know how to react to their teasing. Which was only half truthful a statement, I guess. What's worrying you, Penny? Something happened while we were gone? She's staring at me very intensely, her right hand gripping softly on the fabric of her blouse. Noah, you're my friend, right? Yes. I'll always be. How can you make that kind of statement? You only know each other for 2 days. Because I want to? You want to? Yes. That's. You can't. I can't be your friend? No, I mean, yes, you can be. But what if you discover something terrible about me? What if you do something. What if I do something bad? You plan to? No. There you have it. Do you really mean it? Oh damn, she's so cute. Yes. You stuttered. Because it's kind of embarrassing saying these things out loud. You weren't embarrassed before. You weren't smiling before. I was more focused on getting you to do that than realizing, what if I'm actually different person than what I appear to be? What if I'm vastly different from any other person? Then I guess we'll be different together. I'm not exactly normal myself here. Which, again, I came out of a fucking meteor. I'm not normal by any means. You're right. You're not. Just a great couple of weirdos. But seriously, Penny, I gather all my courage to look straight into those big emerald pools which threaten to swallow me up in their tenderness. You're literally my best friend right now, and while we may have known each other only for so little, you've already done so much for me. There's really nothing short of a total betrayal that could make me not think of you as my friend anymore. Then let's both make a promise. What promise? She holds out her hand, pinky stretched out. I promise to never betray you or your trust. I stare at her for a brief instant before smiling and holding my own right hand, pinky going to grab onto her own. And I promise to always be your friend. I don't know how this particular form of pledge continues. I never acquired that information. Who cares? I know you mean it. And I mean it too, Penny. How are you liking two prospective teammates, Miss Dimrot? Okay, well, I think I should end this here. We shall continue this next time. But until then, I'll see you all. I'm really hungry for ice cream, so I'm going to go get some ice cream right now. And when we get back, we'll continue. I hope you enjoy. This is Anime Aoi, signing off.